Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Amr Rawi, Director of Marketing Strategy for Oracle and a sports industry lead. Today, I have one of the sports stars. Yes, not all the stars in sports are the one that score goals. There are stars is on off the field or off the court or off the pitch. I'm really thrilled to have with me today Mu'tasim Al-Bawab, the head of digital and technology for FIVB, the International Federation of Volleyball. Mota, welcome.
Thank you, Amr. Thank you. It's quite the introduction here with calling me a star. I don't know if Michael Jordan or Cristiano Ronaldo are now looking down here. So.
Well, Mota, I'm talking in the back of the results and the number that you guys have been achieved in the recent quarter after quarter. I saw, again, similar to Michael Jordan and Cristiano Ronaldo, when we see kind of the number of goals they scores or the number of shots they take, we are following. If you guys are in the world of sports, you will gonna see, and hopefully we're gonna touch on some of those numbers today. You will gonna see how FIVB are growing in terms of the number of fans. I'm really grateful to have you today, so you can talk to us about how did FIVB succeeded in growing the fan base, delivering value to your partners in a really difficult time when even sometimes where there were no games, and more importantly, driving revenue growth opportunities and creating some new ones.
Yeah, so basically what happened last year was a very difficult time for a lot of people in the sports industry. We've obviously faced a big challenge, but the direction from our management was that we needed to cater to our fans. We needed to make sure, first of all, that everyone is safe and everyone is healthy. And then once we took care of that, we decided, okay, so what do we do? How can we make sure that we don't have a gap year? And so we came together, and we started as well our journey with Oracle, with the data integration and the data automation and the marketing automation that we have done at the beginning of January. So that was already as well a big help, because it was we already had started something that we can use and leverage during a tough time. So what we decided, we shifted our strategy. In the previous years, our focus was mainly on events. Our focus was, we need to deliver the event, and the objective is, let's deliver something that is better than the previous edition, and let's deliver something that is better than the events that are happening around us. But this with COVID-19, it changed a lot, because we had to shift our mentality to become event agnostic. So from our digital deliveries, from our development, from our content strategy, we decided to make this shift and focus on engaging the fans on a daily basis. And this is how we made this shift. It was a tough job. I can say that our team has done an incredible job with a lot of sleepless nights, but I can easily say that they came up with this strategy of, let's surprise the fan every day. And this is where we achieved how we achieved our goals.
And Mota, when we first met, I remember in the world when we are able to meet face to face, you guys have really ambitious goals and ambitious vision. Can you please touch on that vision and goals from FIVB about the number of fans you want to grow, about where you would like to see the volleyball? And equally as well, it would be great if you touch, just to kind of for our audience to understand, what is the role of the International Federation compared to the normal sports teams?
So as an international governing body, our role is to organize events, but also our role is to grow the sport. So this is sort of our goal and our objectives in this, and to take care of all of our national federations as well and support them. But one of the key goals that were highlighted to us in the past and 2 years ago was we need to achieve over 50 million digital fan engagements by 2022. With this shift and with these changes of the strategy in 2019, we managed to actually achieve that within a year and a half, even before 2022. So, but this was only possible because our management allowed us to be creative. It allowed us as well to test things, to trial and error, but also to focus on the priorities, which was our pillars were great products, data management, and content. And this is how we managed to increase our databases, but we also managed to increase our audience overall. So it was a combination of a lot of things. I think as well, one of the key things that when we met, I would say a year ago or a year and a half ago, is that our goal was to cater to the fans and change what we do, but using data as a driver for us and our decision making. And without that, we wouldn't have been able to adapt and change and see if something is not working, an email campaign is not working, or a piece of content that we're publishing is not really engaging the fan. Then there was no point for us to continue down that path. So we were able to adapt and be agile using data.
That's fantastic. So Mota, is it fair to say that the world of sports, especially from the off-field perspective, are moving and shifting? Because I remember in the time when I was working in the sports, it was all about outsourcing the non-core functions of sports. So you outsource the ticketing, you outsource the content production, you outsource even like, because I used to work for Tottenham Hotspur, we used to even outsource sometimes the booking of the soccer school. Today, that is changing from what you're telling me, that you are actually bringing all those functions in-house. So you are able to have control of your fan data. You are able to deliver values to your fan. Is that fair to say? And is that part,
Yeah.
I know that this is part of your plan as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So the FIVB has a clear goal to understand their fans better and communicate with them on a personal level. And to achieve this, we needed to make sure that everything is centralized, not only from a digital perspective, but we needed to as well from the resources perspective to make sure that we have the right people to take care of that. Meaning that we can outsource our database management, but we need someone in-house as well to take care of this database management. So the knowledge is still in-house. We're able to continue this legacy. And also our way of developing our products is they needed now to become sort of more proprietary. So we're not just handing over these properties, because it's a more, even from with our partners or our sponsors such as ASICS, it would be important for them to know our assets, for them to leverage that and to be able to sell shoes or sell anything. It's important for them to know that we have assets that they can tap into and leverage and communicate directly to the fan on a personal level.
So let me take you to ask you another question, Mota. So after you brought all kind of the data, you got ownership of your data, you have built the foundation of being able to have an understanding of all your fan signals as they are interacting and engaging with you. What's next?
I think one of the main things for us is to really, now that we've built the foundation, is to focus on the fan-facing products. So we have quite a lot of plans for this in the next few months, where the idea is to use the data that we have here for personalizing the experience on the product level. So it is so from a mobile experience to be able to, for the fans, when they log in, they be able to get something that is personal to them, on our web properties as well, or on the email. We all know that in the evenings you go to Netflix to watch these or binge watch any show. I know I do. It's because I know that they will cater to my preferences and my likes and what I've consumed before, and that's why I come back. And our goal now with this foundation of data is to do the same, is to be able to cater on a personal level to the fans, because that's what they need, and I think that's what they want, and that's what they deserve.
That is really, really great, and I hope you have all kind of get this kind of advice and you can follow it. Just to summarize, as what FIVB have done, they have built the foundation for data. They kind of focus on the fans, as Mota said. Remember who you are catering for. So build the foundation of data, bringing the core function rather than outsourcing it to other vendors. Bring it in-house where it's data rich. Make sure you personalize that fan experience in real time and across mobile and web in the same manner. And more importantly, make sure you understand those moments that matters to your fan. As I mentioned, the last thing that I would say, make sure you follow FIVB in social media, register on their website. So they are delivering a different content that other federations are delivering. That's the reason that they became, in the latest report from social media reports from all the federation, in the top in terms of the growth of fans. I'm really pleased to have you, Mota, today. We have touched on really some key points that I'm sure a lot of our audience will gonna be facing in the near future. If there is anything that you would like to add before we end our call?
No, I would say thank you for having me. I think it's been great, and really follow the FIVB, and we have some really exciting stuff for this year. Take care.
Thank you very much, Mota.